This is the pitch for our film trailer by Jonathan Harvey.
And Tom Critchley.
The synopsis of our film. After an ominous phone call, a young man's life crumbles around him as he is thrown into an unknown world where Earth's inhabitants have lost their touch with humanity. In his battle for survival, Harry O'Brien faces the unthinkable and uncharted. In his search for the truth, he finds that he is not alone and that he has to not only battle the dead, but he's got to fight the living.
We have chosen the genre of the zombie horror as we both enjoy the creative side to the genre, and it requires both secrecy about the zombies as well as making them the main point of the film. We're also both fans of the American TV show The Walking Dead and films such as I Am Legend and Shaun of the Dead.
Overall, the film follows Harry O'Brien as his life changes drastically after this apocalypse. He keeps himself sane by making video logs, or vlogs as they're now known, in which he keeps track of his progress in the events that unfold. The overall arcing aim of the film is for him to find the truth as we tie in links of a conspiracy type subplot underneath the survival aspect.
The trailer plot does not follow the same plotline as the film, as we didn't want to give too much away from the film, but we've designed the trailer to focus on the characteristics and background of the central protagonist. It will focus on the loneliness of the character as he has a background of living alone due to his parents' occupation. It also follows the path that he is not alone and he does not trust this character, and he now uses him to find out the truth about what caused the outbreak to occur, but this is not exactly shown.
For our production company, we came up with a variety of names, but we wanted something with the correct connotations. We settled on Antidote Studios, as this links to our genre, antidote, infection, the whole zombie aspect. But it also fits the actual ident itself that we will be using will fit into the plot of the film.
To present this, we've come up with the idea of using some sort of test tube or vial filled with some sort of green liquid, like fairy liquid, and then using it to, like, it's spilling down some sort of drain or into a sink, and this may suggest that the cure is gone or suggest that there is a cure, but it's just harder to find. For our film, we've thought of many name ideas such as Rise, Outbreak, Extinction, but we have decided to go with possibly the word outbreak, as this links to the connotations of the film, with it like being an outbreak of a disease, but it also doesn't give too much away because an outbreak could suggest like a prison riot or anything like that.
We came up with a number of log lines, but we settled on when all seems lost, the answers can be found. This links in again to Harry O'Brien, our lead protagonist, and his search for the answers to what has caused this catastrophe.
The prop list, there are quite a few, but these are the main ones. We'll need some things like an axe, a backpack, a cap, some fake blood, a motorbike which we can get hold of, a camera for the vlogs to show, as well as our camera that we'll be using to film, and plates.
As well as props, a number of items for set dressing will also be needed, just to give that, to portray to the audience that real aspect of a post-apocalyptic Britain.
Our main character is Harry O'Brien, played by Harry Hewen. He is a 19-year-old university student, and his mum and dad have both worked in the military, his dad being a chief or whatever, officer, and his mum being a nurse, and they met through this. However, these separated and were also killed in the outbreak. He's a typical lad who plays video games, goes out drinking and that type of things.
There's also a number of secondary characters, such as a news reporter. We're going to use our friend Sean Johnson for this, as he's very politically minded and is always up for a task. This will be used as a small segment of the trailer to portray a national outbreak and leads into the plot of the film. We also use a secondary character who will be introduced towards the throughout the trailer, but will never be truly shown, as this leaves an aspect of mystery and questions to be answered for the audience.
The storyboards that we've used, we designed them ourselves and we've used it so it can show the scene, like a sketch of the scene, to show what's happening, what camera shots and what's happening in the scene. And we've also done it so you can see an overhead view of the layout of the scene, so you can show the camera movement and the movement of the character.